You're watching The Sports Spin, presented by Uinta Basin Healthcare. Health and healing, every person, every time.
Welcome to The Sports Spin, your weekly dose of sports action, presented by Uinta Basin Healthcare. I'm John Nerden, Mark Mason. We watch the games, we call the games, and now we spin the games.
And today, on this final episode of the season, we throw back to some of our best highlights here on the set of The Sports Spin, and we relive all of our Monster Play winners. But first, it's time for the Week Rewind. And here on the Week Rewind, we're going to dive right into the painful one, the dagger. Uinta, out. They're out.
Yeah,
0-1 to Cypress.
That was a brutal game. You know, we got down early, and you know, you've said it a few times. It's tough for Uinta when we get down early.
Yeah.
They got a lucky goal. It was a cross that went in for a goal early in the game, within 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And you know, then it's a pretty equal game from there. Missed a few shots, missed an easy one, and you know, ended up down one and lost the game.
Down one, lose the game, 2 minutes. And we've said it, I kind of think that might be the flaw, something to work on, how to come out strong out of the gates. They'll have next season to figure that out. Moving on, Union Soccer, they're out as well, but it was a winning season for Coach Goodrich considering where that program was probably 2 or 3 years ago.
You know, it really was, and they had a 3-7-4 record, which is 3 wins, 7 losses, and 4 ties, which ultimately is a 50-50 record.
Yeah,
you know, that's a decent record for them.
Yeah, good job. So now we go to Uinta baseball. Oh, man, another painful one. Gosh, tied for 4th in a playoff to get into the playoffs. An error. They end up losing to Wasatch. They're out.
Yeah, but a close game, you know, and so they ended up tied for 4th. Not a bad place to be for them, but didn't work out this season for them as well.
They had bigger dreams for sure. Region standing for Union baseball. They were in 4th, and they were in the playoffs, and looks like they lost to Canyon View, they lost to Logan, both competitive games, but
yeah, right in them. They're close games,
yeah.
and 3-4 loss to go out. Not bad.
Yeah, for sure. Uinta softball, hey, something positive. They're still in. They're rocking and rolling right now.
They are.
And they got a home game Wednesday night.
Thursday.
Thursday night, just
Tonight,
as this show's airing.
As this show's airing, they'll
How about
finish
that?
the game.
Oh, man, I have no idea what day it is. Good job, Uinta. Even though we don't know what day it is, they're in. Home game. We're going to see what happens there. We can't, of course, since the last show of the season, we won't be able to.
Oh, they'll win. They got it.
Call of the week. They'll win.
Call of the season.
Okay, Union softball, 4th in region. How'd they end up?
They lost the first one in the winner's bracket. Then they went ahead and they won one, and then they play again also today to the loser of Bear River and Tooele.
Okay,
so they're coming out of the loser's bracket, looking pretty good, and they're going to take the loser of that game.
And they're on the road tonight.
Today at 4:15.
4:15.
Which it's already been 4:15. So.
I'm so confused. This time warp thing is really, you know.
So by airtime, we'll know the status of both of those games.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
Duchesne softball. One of the big highlights of the area. They took a first place in region this year.
Won their first game, lost their second, won their third, and lost a nail biter to Millard 9-10.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
And Millard seems to be the dagger for both teams, as Altamont was 3rd in region, and they lost, and then they lost to Millard as well.
Yep, so they lost Millard, Altamont did, but so Duchesne softball, good season, 1st in region, but ultimately Millard caught up to them and losing by 1 run. Ah, man, tough deal. So
tough finish.
So for the Uinta Basin, 2 teams still alive. Good job for the girls in softball, and we'll keep rooting for them.
Yep, and one last highlight for the area, golf. Uinta golf. The girls took 1st in region. Congratulations, ladies. We highlighted a few of those. And then they took 7th overall. There's 28 teams in 4A, and they took 7th. You know, it's a tough group. One of the gals in the winning team had an ace. She knocked a par 3 and won.
That's going to help. That'll
always help the final standings.
And I looked at all those, and I'm trying to figure out the scoring, and it looked pretty tight from 3 to 7. I mean, it looked like it was
really close.
Really close. The differences is just a couple of strokes here or there kind of thing. And I don't know how the
And it's
scoring
confusing
works.
because they use the Stableford, so that hole-in-one, she gets 8 points.
Yeah.
So it's a lot bigger than just beating a stroke play. So it's different. But
Different.
well done, ladies.
So that's the week rewind. Hey, why don't we rewind the whole year of monster plays? Let's check them out.
So, Mark, here we are with the monster plays. One of my favorite monster plays, last week's champion, Posterized. This is a 2-week champion. We have a couple of those in the system here. And as we go through them all, I like this one because Coach Juice, who helps us with soccer, he gets Posterized. And he didn't see it coming there. And when he was watching the show, he had no idea this was on the show.
On him?
That was Andrew Bestenliner.
Why is he on the basketball team? That kid can throw down.
That was
Posterized, last week's champion. He goes out for this summer as being the last champion of the season. Good for them. Let's go in. Let's take a look at all of the season's monster plays. We're going to start off with our first winner, Allred from Union High School. Half man, half amazing. And Nurden.
4 dunks in 1 game.
Not once.
Not
twice. Not 3. But how about 4?
This was amazing. It really is. Probably my favorite monster play of the season. He just dominated that game from start to finish. And anytime you get a dunk in a high school basketball game,
a dunk,
you're feeling pretty cool. If you get 2, it's pretty unbelievable
4.
to get 4. Well done.
Moving on in basketball, UNA High School, John Parker in the Parker Circus. Big Red misses, and Parker scoops midair with the right hand and puts it back on the oop. And man, what a play there! And
Parker, lots to come from him. He was a young player, getting lots of good minutes and lots of crazy shots. So we'll see him again next season, I'm sure.
And the bench explodes. Let's move on to soccer. UNA soccer and London Wells are the Bearded Beauty. And here's the cross.
This is way early in the season in London, and the slow motion just bam right off his head.
Boy,
that was from Andrew Bestenliner on the corner kick as well. So
if we could only convince him to run that fast while he's playing, I mean, his celebration run, he broke records on the 40-yard dash.
He played great last night. He played like that all night long. So moving on to the next one. This is a baseball one. My 3 tings. And this one we called My 3 tings because you hear the ting each time he hits it. Ting, home run. Ting, home run. And he took the state title. In regular season play, he is the leading home run getter in the whole state.
When you say he was on the show with us, who was it?
Carter Pope.
That's right. Good to have a student athlete
nice looking
here with
hair.
us.
He made us look bad with our bald heads.
Yeah, but he keeps dying it like that. He's going to join us one day. So.
Oh, he'll join us.
My 3 teams.
It's coming.
Let's move on after this one now to UNA soccer again.
Little brotherly love.
The 2 McGlory brothers. I always mix them up.
Max is the freshman. Alex is the senior.
Yeah. So here it is. Goes to the baseline.
And Alex has the ball right here as he breaks through, and he hits his little brother Max for a nice finish.
Yeah. And Max, a freshman, boy, all he had to do was get in the way of that ball.
He did that all season long.
Yeah.
Another soccer highlight. The net detective.
This is on the defensive side.
This is on the defensive side. Union High School. Tyker, a.k.a. Teaker.
Yeah, we like Teaker better. Look at the curve on this ball.
And he just stops them all. 1, 2, and he actually has to go over and get a 3rd one.
3 blocks, 1 time.
Well done, Tyker.
Okay, let's go to the golf course, UNA. And we had her
I'm proud
on
of
the
this
show
one.
as well.
It's hard to see this. You see the ball sitting there all alone. She was on the tee box and hit that one on a par 4. Nobody does that. Great job, Casey Anderson.
Casey Anderson, UNA High School, also a guest on the show, and that's a monster drive. She said it's about 300 yards. Does that sound right to you?
No, it was at least that. So
at least that.
Big
300 yards. Jeez. If I could only hit for 300. Let's move on. I believe I can fly. We're going to go to Altamont Track.
Was this a 7-foot jump? I can't remember, Mark.
7'2" at least. We have a 5'2" jumper, and I think she went 5'5" there. Is that right?
5'5", had the ring on, looking to get 5'6". So
does anyone know? Do we know if she got 5'6"?
I don't know if they do all track at the same time, but I know there's some state track going on for Uinta this weekend.
Yeah.
So maybe she's still got that to go. I don't know. We'll follow up with that next season. Looking forward to seeing her more.
Well, and make sure to follow us on Twitter at The Sport Spin for next season's Monster Plays, where you can vote And we need nominations, too, for favorite plays.
We do, and let's get some sponsors giving us some prizes to hand out.
That would be the way to do it.
That's what we need.
All right, Monster Plays. We'll be right back.
The Mako robot is a robotic arm that assists me in surgery. We're able to do a scan of the joint for joint replacement, put that 3D info into the computer of the robot, and then we can plan exactly on the computer where those implants should go. It doesn't allow me to make any mistakes. The most exciting thing for me about the robot is what it can do for my patient. This is the Mako robotic arm, exclusive here at Uinta Basin Medical Center.
Bam! Supernature go again. Sharp cheddar, my rhymes are better. John, welcome back. It's time for the Call of the Week. Here on the Calls of the Week, I don't know what happened.
You know,
Don't call it a comeback. You were never gone.
Well, you know, whatever it is. So 2 weeks ago, I win.
Yeah.
And last week, we had a little...
You just say that with you have no facts. You just say I win.
Well, what was the difference in the first 10 weeks of the season?
I had facts.
So,
Facts.
Lots of facts. So the facts are, you lost softball last week and you lost baseball last week. I lost. We pushed on soccer. I think we tied both, saying we were going to win. So I won last week as well. By my count, that's a 6v6. You can count whatever you want. I think it's a push for the season, Mark.
This is rigged. This is rigged. You know what? I tell you what. Let's just throw those away. 6-6, it doesn't matter. I challenge you to a game of double shot. We'll settle it on the court.
Settle it on the court.
That's what we'll do.
You think you can beat me?
I think I got you.
I don't think you can
Boy,
beat me.
ball don't lie, but let's take a look at some of the highlights, John.
All right, here we go. Highlights.
Calls of the Week. Here we go. Welcome back to the Sports Spin. We're going to dive right into the Calls of the Week, where I'm always right, and if you're a betting man, follow me.
You know.
Hey, listen, Pete Rose, you don't get to call that.
Welcome back. Let's get our calls of the week, Mark. Tie in there.
Checking with the committee of one, and that's me. Oh, it looks like Mark Mason did win that one. I just felt like I had it right dialed in that week.
Oh, you did too.
Oh,
didn't you?
1-1, and that's what happened. You had an 0-2. I'm a genius.
Wow.
Okay. I feel good. I'm going to Vegas.
All right, well, I'll give you mine first. I got Kansas and I got North Carolina.
It's chalk. You're just going number ones. Is that all?
No,
I
got two.
Chalk, number ones. Oregon's going to win. I got
sure we're going to win?
Okay, 1-1.
All right, perfect. I'm going 2-0.
There we go.
You baited me into that. If I lose that, there's going to have to be some
losing
retribution.
that. I don't.
You baited me.
Whatever.
Is there anything to
games
recap
this week?
here?
Yeah, you're
because
gonna
it's
like
just
this. I knew you'd like it.
win-lose. Let's just. Is that enough recap?
You know, the funny thing about this is I talked you into this last week. I should have just stuck with a push.
I'm killing it. You know, you think you baited me into that call, but what really happened was I knew all along I wanted 1-1. I just made you feel good about it.
Thanks.
Yeah,
for
there we
making me
go.
feel better.
It feels good to be the king. It feels good.
Yeah.
I'm riding that pony all the way. Giddy up, pony. Wait, is this a change? I'm going with Oklahoma. Are they getting chased by cops? What are they running for? We don't even know.
No, it's the punishment for every other sport.
Oh, is that what it
we're
is?
calling the punishment sport.
The punishment sport, track and field.
All right,
We on the
sounds
record?
good. We're on the record.
I don't even watch college basketball.
Yeah,
Why are we wasting our time?
Wait a
with
minute.
this
You
segment?
texted me in the middle of the game.
Okay, well, maybe I
What a
did
great
watch
game.
this.
In fact, before we get to the call, because we all know I won, taking me over the top on number one on the call of the week. You picked all three other teams.
No,
you picked
I got
everybody
this.
else. Whatever. You picked everyone else.
I picked North Carolina, and I also hedged my bet by picking Oklahoma State. And if I remember right in math, 2 negatives is a positive. That's a win for me. Here we go. You were so confident that Park City was in the toilet. They were swirling down to Australia or wherever the toilet water goes. Didn't happen. They beat Union. I knew they weren't going to win. That's a win for me. That's 2-1 on you.
Well done today, Mark. Awesome. So that they get the Spurs.
Now I'm just making
you're
an argument.
making it up. Making it up.
There we go. Making up.
Okay. Whatever. I
just
just
like a
followed
puppy.
you.
Just whatever Mark picks, because he's beating the crap out of me.
So Now it's time for a brand new segment called the Spin-Off.
Here's how the spin-off works. We pick one topic, we battle head to bald head, and you get to pick the winner on Twitter. Our topic this week in the premiere edition of the spin-off is, what is more freaking boring, baseball or soccer?
The American pastime? There's a reason it's the pastime, Mark. It's past its time.
Is that your whole argument? Are you done?
How many fans have died in the stands watching a boring baseball game?
That's because they're from Europe, and they like things like skinny jeans.
Nobody in Europe
and
wants
they
to
like
watch
things
baseball.
like pasta. Where's some meat and potatoes? I need something that's American, and baseball is American. Ting! And that thing's gone.
Wait a minute.
Between
Wait a
the
minute.
players.
What happens in baseball? What I remember happening in baseball is
diving,
the seventh
running,
inning stretch. You have to call timeout.
You get to choose
You have to call timeout to sing a song because you're so bored in baseball.
Take me out to the
Exactly.
boring. And then baseball is America's pastime. I can't even believe, John, it's like calling things like cheeseburgers and pizza boring. Oh my God. I hate the Jazz.
I had him at 8.
Dude, the Jazz, every time I go back to the Jazz, they reach in my chest, thump, boom, thump, boom, thump, boom, and they crush my heart, my bleeding, pumping heart, and they stomp on it. They did it to me again. I'm out. I'm out on the Jazz forever. They're done.
You're definitely out. Well, you can say push, and if you talk a little louder, maybe everyone will vote for you.
I'm going to get louder.
And then maybe everyone will vote for you.
Louder.
Louder.
That one's worth 3 points.
I bow to you. I bow to you.
Worth 3 points. I win the week 3-2.
I see how it is. Say it louder, and everyone will believe you. Exactly.
I wouldn't even catch her balls. I would run away. Let's go. We had the first
I don't really want to talk about it.
The first ever spin-off.
If I talk loud enough, can we just not talk? If I just talk and I talk loud and I stop you from being able to talk,
almost like you're jealous.
And you just can't even talk. It is. I'm a little jealous.
You are jealous.
So I
jealous
can't help
of my beard, jealous of my nose, jealous of my voice.
I'm jealous of your ability to talk over me and make sure. Man.
Spin-off.
Tell us about your son. Tell us about your son.
Look at this. Spin-off, the winner, 54% of the vote. And let me tell you a little bit about what happened here. John Nurden took his whole soccer team and says, if you don't vote for me, you'll have to run laps. I called my son up and said, vote for me on the spin-off.
I
you know what he said? I can't, I got to vote for coach. Even with you taking my own son away from me, I still win. Wait a minute.
But wait a minute.
How do you vote on Twitter? It's too hard. I can't do it. There's like a button to push.
So go ahead and keep making fun of me because I'm Twitterless.
Calls the week, and Mark wins again.
Curry over 400. That's 2 for John, 2 for Mark. And the Warriors, 93 victories. That would be 3-2. John wins the week. It is now 4-3, Mark. Game over. Call the week is done.
I don't even think I think your math is bad.
Let's see how it works. If my math is bad, yours is horrible.
Okay, UNS Rockwell. I thought that was a watch brand.
It's just some school in the...
somewhere
in Utah.
It's tucked away in the corner of some hills.
You going for Rockwell?
No, I don't even know who they are. Altamont, Longhorns, all the way. Longhorns, go.
It's actually like this.
How do they do that?
Longhorns.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's rock on. That's what you do at the Guns N' Roses contest.
So
he chunked a piece of grass larger than a Volkswagen that went farther than a ball. Yes, but it's hard to win there. And he won there last year. So let's just call this one a push.
Let's not, because 3 weeks ago...
Push. Both of us lose. Neither one of us got the right score.
3 weeks ago, I didn't get it for that same reason.
You're still talking, we're moving on.
No, wait, we can't move on. I know you want to move on, but...
3 points, I win. I said they were going to win by 3.
But I was closer. You said 5, I said 4.
I said they were going to lose by 3. They lost by 3.
I win. Mark, how many votes did you get?
100%.
6.
100%.
6 votes.
And you got none, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
That's 100%. 6 to nothing.
Maybe we can get the,
so I take
the vote
the
out a little earlier.
All right. Doesn't your wife vote? She voted for me. It's because I'm such a cute little thing, aren't I?
You're just a cute little thing.
I'm just a cute little thing, and his own wife voted for me.
All right.
Moving on.
You know, you can count it however you want. We're going to have a super PAC at the end, just like Hillary Clinton has.
And second, he gets to stay at home with Giselle.
So let me recap this. So
supermodel.
He won the not Mark, me. Just vote for me whether I want or not.
After a short break with the 5 stars.
3-0. I'm like Steph Curry. I'm raining threes all over the place. 17 points in overtime. Here we go. Hey, how about a shout out from the live studio audience? You guys want to let the home crowd know you're
here? This is the Venture Scout Group, Mazer 7th Ward.
Here we go. Wow. I have never had this much
That
pressure in
feels
my
good,
whole
no
life.
kidding.
I mean, geez, did we do okay? Did we do okay, guys? All right, here we go.
Blah, blah,
And he won
blah,
there
blah,
last
blah.
year. We're here on the Fast Dash with Carter Pope of UNA High School fame. You like a man beard, a little thin goatee?
No, he's got to go.
I gotta go with the man beard. I'm sorry, man.
That's right, John. You're a brief guy already. Liking the tidy whities, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Star Wars. He's
Well
a
said.
geek, ladies.
Welcome back to the Sports Spin. I'm Gabby Hawks, and this is JC Henline, and we're representing Uinta's drill team. Let's roll with the Fast Dash.
True, we're going to get the whole Duchesne Eagles team here with us. Okay, Hillary or Trump? Trump. Well, there's not a good answer to that one. Is that what you're saying? A bald or a full head of hair?
Full head of hair.
I don't like you anymore.
Mark or John?
John.
Oh, geez, John.
Girls soccer or boys soccer?
Girls soccer.
Oh, that a boy.
Oh yeah.
Hillary or Trump?
Oh, Hillary.
That a boy.
Hillary, I can't believe you.
Not
did
real
it.
confident on that
Watch
one,
out.
were you?
Trump's going to come down and punch you right in the face for that one.
Welcome back to the Sports Spin. It's time for the Fast Dash.
One word to describe your sister. Bald man or Fabio look?
Bald man.
I'll go with the other one.
All right.
Welcome back to the Sports Spin.
It's time for the Fast Dash.
Go. Hillary or Trump?
Trump.
Trump. Here we go. Going to prom or playing basketball?
Playing basketball.
Okay, hopefully your prom date's not watching.
Welcome back to the Sports Spin. It's time for the Fast Dash.
Let's start off with the hardest one, coach or dad?
Coach.
You're out of the wheel.
Okay, who wears the pants in the house? Mom or dad?
Mom.
We already answered that question. Why do you have to keep piling on? It's not fair. Give it to me,
Coach-
please.
Coach
Oh, I
felt
lost
better.
all of them.
Welcome to the Sports Spin. It's time for the Fast Dash. I was gonna say grilled cheese or ham sandwich.
Kobe or Trevin?
Steve.
Steve. I like it.
I like that answer a lot. Trump or Hillary?
No comment.
Wow.
Wow. Mark or John?
How about rock, paper, scissors?
Okay, I got this. Rock, paper. Oh, I win. Scissors.
Welcome back to the Sports Spin. It's time for my Fast Dash.
Mark or John?
John.
Almost got one, Mark.
Almost got one.
I'm the Masonator. Thanks for sticking around. We're now on the Fast Dash.
Do you watch the VTV coverage of your games?
Sometimes.
Who's
yes.
the best announcer, Mark or John?
Both.
Oh, bail
He's
out.
supposed to say Steve.
Welcome back to the Sports Spin. It's time for the Fast Dash.
Welcome back to the Sports Spin. Let's roll into the Fast Dash. Thanks, Mark. Which we recorded earlier when Mark had a beard.
Hey, John, I say we take the Sports Spin on the road to the Roosevelt Golf Center. Let's see what some of the guys out there that are swinging those clubs, how they match up on the double shot. What do you say?
So this is how you figured out this is the win? You
This
saw
is
it over
the
in
win.
Roosevelt?
Saw how they did it.
Okay.
Got some form from those guys, and you know now we know how to make a shot. All right,
Okay, here we
let's
go.
head over there. Well, thanks for a great season on the Sports Spin. John, I had a great time calling these games, watching spinning the games with you. This was awesome.
It's been great.
Want to thank VTV Channel 6 and also Uinta Basin Healthcare, health and healing, every person, every time. Join us next fall. We'll have football, girls soccer, all sorts of craziness. Basketball in the wintertime. We're going to be spinning the games next year. Thanks so much for joining us.
Let's get a winner right now.
Settle this.
All right,
Who won?
You ready?
Calls of the week. Here we go. Let's go. No. Oh, he got out the shot. It's good. And I can't make a shot. And, okay, we're on the boards now.